Dads, when did you realize your kid was turning into you? I found my 10-year-old son sitting in the backseat of my truck, in the dark, in the garage, seatbelt on, hands in his lap, staring at nothing. I said, buddy, what are you doing out here? Nothing, just sitting. You okay? I'm fine, Dad. My chest caved in, because I used to do the exact same thing. When I was a kid, when something hurt, I didn't tell anyone. I'd go to the garage, sit in my dad's truck, buckle the seatbelt because it felt like being held when nobody was holding you. I'd sit there until I could go back inside and pretend everything was fine. I never told a single person about the truck, not in 30 years. Not my wife, not my therapist, nobody. And my son found it on his own. Same truck, same seat, same dark, same silence. At 10. A week before this, his best friend Jonah moved to Arizona. They'd been together since kindergarten, 5 years. When Jonah's car pulled away, my son just waved. Said, see you later, man. Walked inside, asked what was for dinner. I told my wife he was fine. Kids are resilient. My dad used to say that exact sentence about me. My son never saw me sit in that truck. I stopped years before he was born. But he learned what the truck was for. He learned that when something hurts, you find somewhere quiet and you sit with it alone. He didn't learn it from a conversation. He learned it from every time someone asked me how I was and I said, I'm good, through my teeth. Every flinch, every deflection, every time he watched me choose silence over words. I thought I broke the cycle. I just made it quieter. I opened the back door, sat next to him, buckled my seatbelt. He looked at me like I'd lost my mind. I said, you missed Jonah. He didn't answer. Then he nodded. Then his chin started shaking. Then he broke. Sobbed into my shoulder so hard the truck rocked. I held him, and I cried too. Not for Jonah. For every time I sat in a truck alone and nobody came to find me. For every time I'm fine was a locked door and nobody knocked. He's 10. He went to the truck. I'm 40. Nobody taught him that. Nobody had to.